Hey everybody, I'm in Las Vegas at the South Point, and we're at the Mecum Motorcycle Auction. There's thousands of bikes here, so if you want one, let me know. Yeah, what's cool is you can come here and you really have a histogram, a history of the motorcycle. In the early 1900s, people rode bicycles, and with the invention of the reciprocating engine, they started putting engines on these things so you didn't have to pedal around and you could actually go somewhere. And you see the evolution from the 1900s to the 1910s and all the way up. And boy, with the Industrial Revolution, you really saw a progression in engineering and design of these bikes. Even these cool Indians built in the 30s, they're more than just a motorcycle. They're an Art Deco piece. I mean, it looks like a work of art that you would put in the corner of the room in your house. It's that beautiful and stunning. And anybody who knows me knows that I collect Camaros and I collect cars, but it's this motorcycle thing. So what's up with that, right? It clicks that memory of the thing that I always wanted to have, but I could never afford it. But now I can have them, and Mecum has them all here. So you really can pick and choose what you want here. And if you really want it bad enough, just step up to the auction block, put your bid in. Whenever I come to an auction, I kind of get my game plan together. One thing good about Mecum is they post everything online. You get real good pictures of what is going to be sold. Triumph 750 Trident, which they didn't make very many of those, a 3-cylinder bike, 750 cc's. But man, it's kind of dirty, kind of needs to be restored. And I'm kind of looking for something that I can put in the collection right now. And you start looking at, boy, that'd be nice, and I make a list of everything that I want. Ha! Unfortunately, that list is about 40 motorcycles. 10! So then you gotta, weed it down from there, click off what you really, really, really want, and tick that. And once you buy that bike, then you can go to like the second best, third best, that type of thing. 10.75. 10.750. Sometimes you don't get what you want because somebody else wants it more and they bid a lot higher than you're willing to go. I'm out. Thank you. Thank you. For example, I wanted to buy a Honda 754 yesterday. Where are we at 9? 10. There were 3 of them that came across the block, but they weren't as nice as I wanted them to be, so I was only willing to pay X amount. I'm done. It's not that clean. Some guys paid extra and they got the bike. But there's a few coming up today and tomorrow that I really want. I'll tell you what.
And now $6,000,
I'm not leaving this place without that Honda 754.
So $7,000 your way, John.
Nice.
That's easier today.
I go in with a mindset, it's like, yeah, if I can get a good deal on this bike, I'll go to X amount, and I'll go as far as I need to go until I can't get it. But if there's something I really, really want, I'll exceed that limit. I'll keep going until I get it. And I was dreaming about having a Kawasaki Mach 3, which was the Widowmaker 500cc 2-stroke bike that just had unbelievable power, was incredibly fast, had no brakes, and didn't handle, man, and it was a scary mofo. Ha! But I want that bike in my collection. Hammer that thing. Because back in the day when I was in high school, I would have died and gone to heaven to ride that bike. But now I got it. When you're bidding on stuff, cars, bikes, they have memorabilia down here too, neon signs, and I've got lots of neon signs as well. You gotta do your research before you show up. I do, and I'm kind of new to the motorcycle market, so I'm a newbie, and I'm probably gonna learn the hard way, probably overpaid. But one thing good about the motorcycle auction is, You know, when you're buying a bike that's $5,000 and you overpay by $500, it's not going to kill you. As opposed to the car market where you overpay by $5,000, yeah, that can hurt your wallet. So that's what I like about the motorcycles. You know, you get into it, you know what the bike's worth, and you should pay X amount. So if you go over a little bit, you still get what you want. And you know what? The good thing about these things, they all go up in value. So you'll make it back eventually. Just hold on to that bike. It's going to be worth a lot of money. I got a Honda CBX 6-cylinder bike, crazy motorcycle. They only built them for 4 years. This is our CBX 6-cylinder Honda. This bike will probably sell for $15,000 or more. Ha! In looking at these bikes this morning, everybody comes and checks out what they want. And I seem to be following a couple that is their first time at a Mecum auction, and they were landing at the same bikes I was looking at. So we could be getting into a bidding war here. I hope not. I don't get into those things, but if I really, really want something, you know, I'll go for it until I can't stand it anymore. 15,500?
16,000, 16, 15,500, 16,000, 15,500, 16, good job, $16,000, 16. So,
yes. Told you. That is way cool, wicked fast. And they only made them for 4 years. And you know what? That's really started my superbike collection. I bought that bike yesterday, so now I have a foundation to build on, and I'll start adding to these collections. So I look at this bike, and you know, look at how clean it is. It's original, and this is a Daytona, so it's a 500cc but dual carb. So it was a real light, nimble bike compared to a Bonneville. And it was pretty quick in its day. So it's a very, very clean restoration, and it could go right in our collection right now. Plus I can still ride it. So it's not one of those restorations where you don't even want to put gas or oil in it because it's so perfect. But I bet you kickstart it and fire right up right now. I always like Triumphs, and there's a lot of Triumph Bonnevilles out there that are being sold. I mean, look at the headers. It hasn't been run. I mean, it's fully restored. It's brand new, all the way down to the little luggage rack on the tank. It's beautiful. I've got a couple in my collection already, but they're not pristine. So I was really looking for that collectible, that really cherry Triumph Bonneville or TR6. This is already done. Another bike's already done. I'm going to buy one of them, not both of them. So. You gotta, sometimes it goes too high and you don't want to bid that high or pay that much money for it. So you gotta have a couple, you know, in reserve that you can fall back on if you really want one of these bikes. Ha! Yeah!
14,500, 15,000. So,
yeah! Yes. Good job. All right. Thank you. All right. Got it. Nice. So you guys really looking for a Triumph 650 Bonneville. This is a TR6. We don't have a real nice Bonneville 650, but now we do. So got it. Check that off the list. I really wanted to leave here with a Kawasaki Z1. It really kind of set its mark, and it was the competition to the Honda 754 that was so popular that really upset and really started the superbike revolution with the Japanese superbikes. I will buy that motorcycle right there. And then things kind of changed. A new overly restored Z1, a 74 model. This one I wanted was a 75, so an even better 74 model when it first came out, and it was absolutely gorgeous. And so I changed my mind. I said, you know, I could get the first Z1, and it was nice, but the overly restored one was absolutely stunning, and I decided to save my money, and I'm going to go for the gold on that bike. Ha! When you're in the bidding process, it is absolutely so much fun. The electricity in the room.
16, now 17.
you're bidding back and forth against another guy or 2 or 3 other guys that really want the bike bad.
18 bid, 18.
There was a crowd around those bikes all day long, so people were really, really interested in those things, and I knew it was going to be a dogfight.
20.
21.
And when you're in the middle of that dogfight, you're competing. I'm a competitor, you know, everybody knows that.
22.
No.
2,700, you want to get 21, I'm going to get 22.
You're competing, you really want that bike bad. Even though I didn't walk away with them, it was still really fun.
So, $21,000 right here.
The bidders have fun, I have fun, the guys I'm bidding against have fun, everybody in the audience, and I hope you had fun too.